Good day, beautiful people. Welcome once again to your favorite program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujumi, and I have here with me in the studio Richard Adeyinka Emmanuel, the CEO, Data Research and Communications Limited. Good morning, Richard.
Good morning. Good to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure having you on the program today.
Pleasure.
Yes, the Conversation, like we all know, is a topical issues program on happenings within Nigeria and in the diaspora. Top of our bill today, we want to look at the petroleum industry in perspective. And what do I mean by this? Following the federal government's petroleum industry revolution in 2023, when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu ascended the office of President of Nigeria, the Nigerian petroleum industry has undergone a lot of changes. Right now, we can see those changes starting to manifest. Because petroleum marketers now are now selling the products at very competitive rates. Just before now, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited dispensing stations were selling at a price about $9.25. Later on, when the price of crude went up, they moved to 960.
Still 960.
But MRS and some other marketers who have signed in with Dangote Refinery moved from 9. They were selling theirs at I think it was 960 then. I mean 970.
Yeah, they fell short of what the NNPC was selling. But when Dangote now adjusted, reduced his own price, they now they also have to move down, and then they are 925 now.
Now, so the beauty of the old thing for me is that what we have always clamored for, that we need more entrants into the petroleum industry, so that Nigerians will have the benefits of the sector. And I can tell you that we are beginning to reap the benefit, because in the not too past, I remember vividly well, I always want to buy from the NNPC mega stations because of the low price compared to others. But now everybody is queuing up at MRS.
I'm also planning to.
When I was coming this morning, I saw an NNPC fuel station. That was the station normally a lot of us queue to buy food. Now there was nobody there. Everybody is now in MRS. So, and then unfortunately, over the last week or thereabouts, there was this, should I say, a survey test or what do you call it?
That's the marketing gimmicks. And you expect more of that. The competition will become so tense that the players will use all manners of tactics to demarket each other.
They are competitors.
Yeah, so it is. That is what we should expect, and hopefully, maybe in anger. That's my prayer. Prayer of
consumers.
Customers. That NNPC should, in anger, bring his own to 900, or from there to 800. Let's see.
NNPC now is 945 per liter.
The one I saw on my way to Unilag, so it's still falls short of what MRS is selling.
And even some, the MRS is not the only oil marketer dealing with having business relationship with Dangote. There are some other ones, that I've also observed that are at the same page with MRS in terms of prices. But the beauty of it for me is that when I watched that video, I was just laughing. I've never seen where one man will just put 2 generators and put 2 quantities of fuel that we don't know the source. And we now and we now tell you this. I bought this from petrol station A. I bought this from petrol station B. I bought this one here. He spent 30 minutes. This one spent 17 minutes, meaning that people are being shortchanged. So I'm like, what do these people even take Nigerians for?
You see, expect more of that. And we can't rule it out. Something prompted that. We don't know the power or the interest behind what the guy did, and good or bad, it went viral.
It went viral.
People
Yes.
saw it.
People saw it.
And
it started generating reactions.
People will test it. People will say,
yes,
somebody has said it. I saw it.
Yes,
let me.
Go
So they will hold
verify
it as the truth. But unfortunately, if you are driving a car, you don't have the luxury and say, let me fuel this, let me fuel this and see how long. No, it won't happen. But for me, I'm enjoying it. I would like that to lead to more reduction in the prices.
But you and I know very well that what can bring about reduction in price is
the crude oil price.
The crude oil price.
Yes. We hope there are other components. There are other pricing components apart from crude oil.
Yes, international price of crude oil.
Yes, apart from that, there will be other components that make up that before they determine the so hopefully it won't be that international market price alone. Other people will now consider, especially the players, Dangote and NNPC,
but Richard,
and then reduce the price more.
For me, just recently also, we have seen that this campaign of calumny against the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has continued to, has not subsided in any way.
It happened to Dangote too now. You don't see when even the man at the upstream, is it something like that,
yes,
that said Dangote also cast aspersion.
But the truth of the matter is that even the price of crude oil today, if those are refineries want to help us, I think it is in their own interest to go and source for cheap crude oil internationally. If you continue to rely on Nigeria's crude oil, which is the sweet crude.
Nigeria crude is sweet.
But it's very expensive.
It's not difficult to refine.
But it's very expensive.
So I'm not sure these our old refineries can undo
process those
the high sulfur crude oil.
I believe that our refineries, that's Warri and Port Harcourt refinery, I believe they have equipment that can stand the test of time, because from our findings, the Dangote refineries machines or equipment are so sophisticated that even the worst of crude,
it will refine
it beautifully well,
so,
and it will meet standards.
Because it's a newer.
But these are refineries that we have refurbished.
They are old.
They are old, but
refurbished with new parts.
New technology, yes.
So
technology.
Hopefully they can handle high sulfur crude oil.
Crude oil, yes. So, I expect so.
Because if the more sulfur, you expect that the cheaper.
Yes, it will be.
So that bring it for us. If you have the machine that can refine it and refine it well for us at cheaper rate, we are happy. Let competition lead you to anywhere to bring down the price.
I think the full deregulation of the oil industry now, the downstream, of which these our refineries are stakeholders, they are participants, they are players. I think opening up that corridor, we should start seeing some of international investors coming in to establish refinery. Because from the last count, as we speak, we have close to 10 or more modular refineries.
That are coming on stream?
No, that are already on stream, but they are not producing PMS. They are producing, diesel and maybe low power.
So, but if they are producing diesel, the impact has really not been felt on the price of diesel.
Yes, because
still
because and you can even see the price movement, the price fluctuations.
Yes,
it's not like before when one person controls the monopoly. Say now everybody is struggling to have a piece of the cake.
When it goes down, that is what what will help our productivity as a nation.
And it will reduce the cost of doing business.
Yes, and look at it this way too. This issue of kerosene, especially in the rural areas, they're no longer able to afford kerosene.
Richard, you are talking about kerosene. How about LPG?
Let's even say,
I remember some years back, I was
middle class like us.
I was the one refueling my LPG cylinders. I was buying it at 300 naira, at about 70 naira per liter, per kg, I mean.
Yeah, kg, yeah.
Now, a kg of LPG is 1,050 naira.
So the 12.5 is close to...
I refilled the 5 kg cylinder just some few days ago. I refilled it for 5,000 and maybe 25 naira.
The 12.5 that I refilled,
that's about almost 15,000 naira.
Close to, I think they gave me 200 naira change from 19,000.
So for me,
so it's high for middle income.
Yes, and if we
like
say
us,
we want to stop deforestation, we want a
we are not ready for that.
If we say we want a cleaner environment, that
climate change
and
all of that, we are not ready for that, because people in the rural areas, you have no choice than to use firewood.
In the urban areas now, almost everybody is using, you see
LPG. Charcoal, you see LPG.
But if we continue, if we don't arrest this escalating hike in price,
it is important that
people go back to charcoal and other things.
They have never left it.
No, some have left.
Yes, it has reduction.
Yeah, there's reduction.
It was still high. Leave it, yeah. It was still high, yeah. And then the kerosene is not even available for them to buy. I don't even know where
they sell kerosene any longer.
So anytime I travel home, go to Ijebu, my auntie, within, you see, everybody is using firewood. Charcoal. Everybody to cook. You know, there is nothing they can do. Stove.
How can you say there's nothing the government can do?
No, I mean the people. So that's why we can't blame them. Stove used to be the thing those days. It's no longer
all of us, when we are going to school, we go with
stove. In fact, you use stove to iron. We have
yes now
all flat iron like that to iron your uniform and all that. But it is no longer here, and people must survive.
Of course.
And they live with wood anyway. So the bush, they just go to the bush and bring out firewood. So
I'm really concerned about the price.
It's very, very important. And you know that lamp too that uses kerosene.
Yes, all of that. Those things are no more.
They are because they can't find kerosene. And it's important that all these modular refineries, yes, it is good that they are on stream, but we must feel their impact. If we can't feel your impact in the area of petrol, let us feel your impact with what everyday people will use. Kerosene. Let kerosene be there so that yes, they can cook, do all sorts of things with their.
I think with regards to the pricing competition now.
But it's a good thing that the competition
it's a good one.
Here.
I think the Federal Competition and the Consumer Protection Commission should also put its eyes on the ball to ensure that there's no unfair practices by these practitioners. We have that video of one generator. That's an unfair marketing strategy. Honestly, I think the FCCPC should try and maybe they should go after the.
It's a demarketing tactics. All of them do it. Even in other sector, they also do it. The competitors.
No, you know the regulator. The regulator is FCCPC and maybe Standard Organization of Nigeria.
So to look into it
and stop all those
for our engine and all of that.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see, reduce EPOS.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. And the FCCPC under Mr. Tunji Bello has been doing very well. We appreciate the efforts in the area of electricity when the electricity distribution companies were threatening us with new meters. They were the first to throw their heart into the ring and say, no, you don't have a right to do this. If you want to change your meter, you bring it at no cost to the consumers who have already paid for the meters they are using. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go on a short break. You are still watching the conversation coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. We'll be on a short break. We'll be right back.